Each of the 27 historic sites in North Carolina offers a unique snapshot of the state's past. Just east of Greensboro, there's a one-of-a-kind site that tells a unique story of a woman on a mission to change the world through education.
Dr. Brown, what she did just at the turn of the 20th century, at a time when racial terror was certainly at one of its heights historically, she created an oasis space. It's quite a miracle that she was able to do this as a black person, but certainly as a black woman and a black Southern woman in a Southern community during an era of intense and legal segregation.
But exactly who was this pioneering woman?
Dr. Charlotte Hawkins Brown was born in Henderson, North Carolina, and with one of the great migration stories north, her family did end up making home in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And one moment of inspiration resulted in her coming back south to work to educate young people here in what is now Sedalia, North Carolina.
This is where Dr. Brown founded a school to educate young African Americans.
Here at the Charlotte Hawkins Brown Museum, we are telling several stories. One of the stories that we're telling is of historic Palmer Memorial Institute, which was a college preparatory boarding school for African Americans.
The Palmer Memorial Institute, named after former Wellesley College president Alice Freeman Palmer, opened its doors in 1902. It operated as a boarding school with students and some faculty living on campus.
This was a place that was extremely vibrant. We had students from all over the world.
According to Lanier, the education received at the Institute was world-class, with many of its students going off to do great things.
We had students that certainly went on to become educators just like Dr. Charlotte Hawkins Brown. Some students went into medicine. Some students went into military careers. Some went into music careers, and some went into politics.
But the impact of the institution went well beyond the campus.
We can see the influence of Dr. Brown on, black land ownership, entrepreneurship, business ownership, a sense of leadership and autonomy in determining how one lives a life. And then we see that ripple effect all over the world.
Dr. Charlotte Hawkins Brown led the school for half a century. During that time, she showed some hardcore determination to build a unique learning environment for students.
The legacy that she built is really on par with many small colleges. She was someone who attracted the attention of donors and artists, civic leaders, educators, politicians. Eleanor Roosevelt visited the campus. The poet Langston Hughes spent time here working with students. Josephine Baker came here.
And much of that fundraising was done right here in Canary Cottage, Dr. Brown's home.
When you walk into the home, you will immediately get a sense of the purpose of the home. It was a place for hosting. It was a place for talking to donors. It was a place where she could have her mother, maybe some students, visiting artists and dignitaries stay.
And at times, one particularly famous American musician would visit the house.
Nat King Cole married into Dr. Brown's family and became, of course, a really beloved part of the family. We have images of Nat King Cole playing the piano that still is right here in Canary Cottage.
Dr. Charlotte Hawkins Brown retired in 1952 and passed away in 1961. She's buried on campus near her beloved Canary Cottage. The school itself, though, closed in 1971. But Lanier says this campus still has a place in educating those who walk these grounds.
We really hope that this will also be a community anchor that connects to all of the needs that we have to walk, to move, to learn, to bring back some of the life of the school.
In 2021, the school received a grant of more than $480,000 from the National Park Service, with the goal of doing further restoration on the student center known as the Tea House. The funding comes from a program specifically targeting the preservation of African American history. With the continued investment and the hard work of the staff, the legacy of the Dr. Charlotte Hawkins Brown Museum will continue enriching the lives of visitors for years to come. For Carolina Impact, I'm Jason Terzis reporting.
We hope you enjoyed the story. If you don't want to miss any more great stories about the Charlotte region, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.